You didn't know about Bishop Nathaniel. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and raised in North Carolina. He was exposed to various Christian denominations and religions during his childhood. As a young man, he moved to Manhattan, New York, where he learned the truth about the Bible. During his journey in 2003, he founded Israel United in Christ, and in 2006, he began to teach chosen men of God the truth of the Bible. Set on a mission by God, he led the charge and became the general of God's army to gather the prophets of God from around the world: Asia Minor, Rome, Ghana, Solomon Island, and various countries around the world. Now he continues his mission to preach the truth of the Bible, gather and restore the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel. He continues his mission to preach the truth of the Bible, gather and restore the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel, and prepare the nation for Christ's return.
All right, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, and double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. This video is going to be entitled, Bishop Nate, the Lord didn't send us to gather and restore the nation. The Lord didn't send men out to gather and restore the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel. And I just was scrolling through TikTok. I wasn't trying to find no video to get on Bishop Nate or IUIC. It came up right in the regular feed. I didn't even type in Israelites. I'm just scrolling, excuse me. And this comes from IUIC Beham. I guess that means Birmingham. Now, some of you going to get mad because this video, you see his wife and kids in the video and all kind of other images, but y'all was the ones that put this up. I just downloaded the video. Y'all put this up. So I'm not trying to say nothing about the man's family or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, just correcting what was said in the video, because that's wrong. If you're going to put all this stuff out there and for people to see, right? You're trying to, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of proud in my opinion, but this is not even about that. It's just that what was said in the video was wrong. Okay, because the Lord didn't send, and then you making it like it's his personal mission, to go around the world gathering up these men. All right, and the Lord just told us to preach the gospel. He didn't send us to gather nobody. The Spirit is the one that's gonna. Matter of fact, let's grab that. I'm gonna grab a few scriptures here. Right. The Spirit of the Lord is what's doing the gathering. It ain't up to you to even do the gathering. Let's go to Isaiah 34 real quick. I wasn't even going to bring that one out, but it just popped in my mind through the Spirit. Now it says here, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his Spirit it hath gathered them. So it ain't up to you to gather and restore the nation, because the Lord is only looking for the elect to begin with, not even looking for. He knows where the elect are. When we preach the word, the elect is going to come forth. And you keep hearing these different groups and their leaders, different Israelites saying stuff in error. You think this is for the whole nation. It really is packaged that way. You package it that way. This is not for the whole nation. We have to, out first with our apostles and elders on down to us. We have to keep reiterating to you Israelites, this is not about all 12 tribes, the whole nation of the Israelites. This is only about the elect. Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. This is only about the elect. It's not about the whole nation. And you heard it in here. Going back, showing, the biography of Bishop Nathaniel. That's not what this is about. Okay, Yahweh Shai's job is to restore the nation. He's going to restore the nation when he comes. You're not going to do that. And it's a process to restore the nation, by the way. Right now, it's just the elect. That's all. The Lord's going to have the elect, right? They're going to, through the preaching of the gospel, as we just read. Pardon that, excuse me. Isaiah 34:16 again. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. The book of the Lord is the Holy Bible. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded. Who's the mouth of the Lord? The prophets. Also with the words of the book, the Bible. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. It's not your mission, as that video said, it's his mission to gather and restore the nation. That's wrong. The Spirit of the Lord is doing the gathering. You ain't doing the gathering, but I believe. See right here? I'm going to play that little part. Yeah, let's play it. Let's go back.
On the world. Now he continues his mission to preach the truth of the Bible. Gather and restore the nation of the 12 tribes of Israel.
You see? He continues to carry out his mission to preach the truth and gather and restore the 12 tribes of Israel. That's not what the Lord even wants.
You didn't know about.
It's not what the Lord wants. You're making up your own mission, man. So as you heard the scripture said, his spirit hath gathered them. Let's go to Matthew 24. When the Lord comes, he's gonna gather his elect physically. Right now, the word is doing the gathering. It's not, the task is not on any one man. He making himself out like he this great, it's his mission to go around the world and gather up these prophets of the Lord, which that's going off. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. The focus is over here, as the apostles constantly say. The focus of the gospel being preached is here. Sure, it's going to be preached in all the world, but that's the internet doing that. Right? There's no speech, no language where our voice is not heard. But we're not going to physically go there. Excuse me. Let's read this anyway. I'm going to keep this short. Matthew 24:29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. First thing, this is happening immediately after the tribulation. The Lord is going to end, and that Lord is Yahweh Shai, by the way. Not Christ, not Jesus, none of them other names. His name is Yahweh Shai. He's coming after Jacob's trouble, the tribulation. He's going to end it. Which a while back, Bishop Nate said, ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. Then he changed it. And he said he never said that, but you did say it. We got you on tape saying that it's not going to be a time of trouble. Okay? So you actually lied about Jacob's trouble, then you lied about lying about Jacob's trouble. So the Lord's going to come immediately after the tribulation. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. The so-called UFOs and the chariots. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So they're going to gather his elect. They're not going to gather the whole nation. Where does he get that from? Excuse me. I'm going to finish this video. Right now, I got to get a little something to drink. I'm a little dry. Y'all just bear with me here. We're gonna finish this video. So please forgive me. But sometimes it's just like that. Things happen. So let's read that again. Matthew 24:31. And shall gather his angels with, I'm sorry. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds. So the Lord is not going to gather the whole nation up. Why is he going to send somebody to gather and restore the nation, but But then when the angels come, they're going to just save the elect. From the four winds and from one end of heaven to the other. So the angels are going to come. The Lord is going to send them, and they're going to gather together his elect. Right? That's all the Lord is dealing with. He's only dealing with the elect. He's not dealing with the whole nation. Now you got to say that. When you teaching, we have to put out the right info. Now these guys will come back and say, well, that's what we meant. Well, no, that ain't what you said. All that technology, all them graphics, all this, smoke and mirrors, but you can't get the words right. You got to get it right, man. It's only for the elect. All you groups, you got to stop saying that shit. We know that the Lord ain't going to save all the Israelites. He didn't send nobody. And like I said again, it's not on one man. Like it's, general of God's army. Yeah, okay, man. Damn. The more stuff you do, the more y'all go off. Go right to Romans 11. This is Romans 11:4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. The 7 here, now it was a literal 7,000 back in the time of Elijah, but now the 7 means a complete number of men, right? It says, even so then at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. What's another name for that remnant? The elect, not the whole nation. Neither is it your job to go and do it. All of us have a portion in this. The Most High said, I will send pastors who shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. That ain't one guy. Stop trying to make yourself more than you are. Which your people do it. They big you up as this one, like you this one dude, and you don't even teach right. You don't even teach people or make them call on the proper name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, what you're supposed to do. Do we need to get that? That's in the book of Baruch. The Great Awakening is what? When the Israelites wake up to their heritage, but part of that is the name. The true name. Even so then, at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Stop boasting in the law. Stop boasting in all your works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. Here's the key. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So how do you get a nation out of that? When only the elect is going to get the truth, and the rest of the Israelites are going to be blinded. Right? The Most High going to send one man to restore and gather the nation, but then when the angels come, they're only going to save the elect. Doesn't make any sense. And the scripture said the rest were blinded. And we can take that and go to Zechariah. Further prove that the Lord is not dealing with the whole nation. We know that it's a numbers game for y'all over there, but the Lord ain't dealing with no whole nation. Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. 2/3 of the Israelites over here in Babylon the Great are going to die. But the third shall be left therein. You see that? And that third is going to be made up of who? Over here, there's going to be 1/3 of the Israelites left in Babylon the Great. And there's going to be elect, other portions of the elect around the world, sure. But that's why we always tell you the apostles first, the elect, that the focus is on Babylon the Great. This is where the focus is, on Babylon the Great, because this place is going to be destroyed. And then, and really, I heard him say in the thing, let's go back. I'm going to play a little portion of this. Listen to this.
6. Began to teach chosen men of God the truth of the Bible. Set on a mission by God, he led the charge and became the general of God's army to gather the prophets of God from around the world. Asia Minor, Rome, Ghana.
Right, he said to gather the prophets of the Most High from around the world, right? Now it started off and said Asia Minor, and then it said Rome. What the prophets said in Rome? Now we got a camp in Italy. What the prophets in Rome at? Solomon Islands, Ghana. You ain't talking about Babylon the Great? It's all funny. It's fun and games. Again, verse 8, it says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried." See that? It didn't say the nation. "They shall call on my name." There it is, name. "And I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua is my God." The Lord is not saving the whole nation. He didn't send nobody to gather and restore the nation. That's what you want. That's how you want it to be. This is Isaiah 10 and 20. "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel," not the nation, the remnant of Israel, "and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth." It looks a lot like most of the Israelites don't like to say that they're looking for that they're preaching for the elect, because you don't want to alienate people. You don't want people feel like they're being pushed away or that they're not chosen. But in reality, they're not all going to be chosen. They're just not. You got to tell the truth. "The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return." Only the remnant is going to return. What did Romans say? "The rest were blinded." "The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness." That's the nuclear destruction. "For the Lord, power of hosts, shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of all the land." It's going to happen. This is a biblical, prophetic certainty. A certainty. Zephaniah 2 and 1. We know it says this. "Gather yourselves together." Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired, right? But now, what do you know about the whole nation? Well, the Lord is only going to save a remnant of the nation. He tells you that. Amos 9 and 9. "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth." See, the Lord is going to sift the house of Israel. "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us." Who are going to be allotted to death as the sinners? All those that's not of the elect. See, so yeah, the Lord did say nation not desired, but he's only talking about his elect. Even when you go to Malachi 1, is it 1? No, Malachi 4 and 1. When you talk about the nuclear consumption, Malachi 4 and 1, "For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So when the nuclear destruction comes, it's going to destroy all the wicked Israelites. You can't be unwilling to say that there is a wicked of the Israelites. There is a wicked of the Israelites. Sure, you have the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, but you have wicked Israelites. So you talking about you going, this thing said you're going to come gather and restore the nation. That's going off. That's going off. And the scriptures say, utterly. I think I read that. Is that Amos? Amos 9? Did we just read that? Damn it. Oh, you know what? It was in the verse that I didn't read. Amos 9 verse 8. "Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth." The sinful kingdom today is what? America, Babylon the Great. But you also have that original sinful kingdom, which is the Israelites, as a part of it. "And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord." So the Most High ain't going to gather the whole nation. The majority of them niggas going to get destroyed. Why would you say that if you didn't really, you pushing that? You can't be pushing that. Well, you can do whatever you want to do at the end of the day. But we got to rebuke you. We got to correct you, should I say. Correct their doctrine, because that's not correct. It's not correct. So the Lord says he's not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob, meaning not all of them going to be destroyed. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Okay? So yeah, it's going to be a great destruction of Israelites as well. A lot of them going to get destroyed in this nuclear fire. How the hell you going to gather and restore the nation in a place was about to be destroyed, man? Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired. And we just went through it. It ain't talking about the whole nation. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, is a warning. Get this truth before it's too late, before the day of the Lord comes upon you. And it's not one man's job to gather and restore. No, you going off. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. And we can just stop right there. I ain't going to beat it to death. Okay? But the Lord did not send men to gather and restore the nation. That's not our job. It's not our job. It's not your job. We all got the same mission. The Lord sent many men. He didn't send one guy. I got to get some on that. Into his harvest. This is real quick. Matthew 9:38. I'm actually gonna read instead. Matthew 10:2. Therefore said he unto them, the harvest is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. It's not your job, Bishop Nate. One guy gonna gather up the whole nation and restore it. Nah, that's your job, man. And that's going to be his eventual thing that he does. The nation going to be reborn in the kingdom, not on this side. Matthew 9:38. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. And that's it. Just that easy. And there's plenty more scriptures, more that can be brought out on it. I would imagine that one of the apostles or some of the brothers may go in on this, maybe not. It just depends, how the Spirit operates. But there's a lot of meat left on the bone, a whole lot of meat left on that bone. The Spirit going to show different brothers different things that they can attack and bring out about this. And Lord willing, they do it. Anyway, that's it. Bishop Nate, the Lord didn't send you to gather and restore the nation. He's only dealing with the elect. This is only for the elect. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.